Okay, we're back another day. So we're going to attack this front end now. Get that thing bolted on over there. So, these are instructions for putting these Fox shocks in here. Monotube stuff. So this is what's going in. Damper's on the right. Dummy spring is on the left. This is the stuff that came out, which was the dummy over here. This is the actual dampener. These are all the parts we're not using. So we get our new bushings up over here, new seal kit. I already put the seals up on the nuts over there. And the install kit for putting the stuff together. Okay, so first thing I do is take out these bushings. So I jam a screwdriver in here to expand it, and then slide it out. You're gonna need a bigger one than that. Get more width. So you expand it out the first time, second time you slide it out.
Okay.
Okay, and you wipe the dirt off.
Garbage.
Okay, this one here you want to expand out, try not to damage it too much right there. The inside doesn't matter. There you go.
Okay.
One down. Next. Maybe more. Good one over there. Big one. Don't screw it, just expand it. There you go. Alright, new ones are on there.
Okay.
Alright, so this is going to be a pain to do. This one should be easy because it's light. I can compress this pretty easy.
Yep.
Okay, what'd they say? Anything special?
Okay, put negative spring on extender. We're on the.
I'm assuming the spring goes on this one over
We're
here.
doing the right side first.
Yeah, this spring goes on the left, doesn't it? Or they say where it goes?
Let's see, right now.
They took a different
Right
piece
side.
here,
Ensure
right?
the bottom cup is seated correctly. Blah blah blah. Put negative spring on post. Motorcycles here. Blah blah blah.
This is the
Reuse your
original
stock.
lower piece that used to be
Yep.
in
So
here.
we want to reuse the negative stock spring on this side.
So we went to this one over here. This was an extra $100 to buy these two. We're doing what?
Use the stock negative spring on.
For your year?
Yeah, on this, and the spring that I bought. Do you
right
have
here.
that stuff out? Goes on the other side.
Goes on this side?
Right.
Right
No,
side?
no. We're doing the cartridge side, right? You said right side.
We're laying stuff out, so
Yes. So this goes with this. This is right here because this is going to be the left side. This is the right side stuff.
but we're going to put the stock spring back in that we
Stock
took out.
negative spring.
Why we put this light duty spring in here when they had the heavy duty? What's this spring for then?
I think that goes on the left side. Right.
This does not go in here. They want to put this spring on top of this thing? That ain't going to fit in there. These go in by themselves. Sure about that?
Put negative spring on extender post and slide both into fork leg. If your motorcycle year is 20 to 14, use negative supplied with Fox kit. All other years reuse negative spring. What's that picture look like?
That doesn't make sense.
Is this what they're calling a negative spring?
I don't know what they're calling a negative spring. So this is the spring
this
here.
is the negative spring. This is what they're talking about. This goes
Okay, that's a top out spring, so it's going the opposite direction.
right. So
Okay.
top out negatives. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Okay, so we're going to reuse the one that was in the fork leg before, this one. And this one looks like, mysteriously, it looks like the same part, doesn't it? Got your calipers? Yeah, it's a little bit lighter.
Huh?
Looks a little lighter. Measure the spring wire on that. Measure the wire. Same way you do it. Measure the wire. 156. Measure this one's thinner. Nice battery. There's the same. No, that's cut. Can't measure there. It's ground on. You always measure the center springs. 159. 159. Okay, the same spring. Okay, so the spring here, King, you could have got this from Harley. The only thing that's different was this piece here,
Comes as a kit either way.
which was different because it's smaller. So what's the difference in the ID on these two?
It's like 883.
This one's what, probably 3/4 or something?
It's like
705. Okay, so if you don't want to spend $100, you buy a spring from Harley and you put a little spacer in here and just sleeve it down. Makes out spacer.
it comes as a kit. I don't think you can buy them separately, so it doesn't matter.
Well, the kits are hard to come by. We had to go direct to get it, remember?
Gotta get this part.
Yeah, but you can make this part by sleeving this one down to our 706 number, which is the diameter of this, if you don't know what that would be. All you gotta do is make this fit in there relatively tight, and you're good. You can technically take a bunch of JB weld and jam it in there.
This is $100 for this kit.
I know,
We've already talked about this.
if you can get it.
Yeah, they didn't make that many.
It was hard to get, so I'm doing videos for people that don't have the parts, and more likely, they won't have them either another year or two. So, you just gotta make it adapt so it holds it correctly, and get the same spring for the other side. Alright, so that's how you fix that problem with... We're gonna Progressive Direct, or Fox Direct, and see if they have any more springs left in parts, because nobody else has them. Alright. So that should make an assembly. What are they saying about the top nut on the other one? I'll talk about this at all up here. This is the one that came out. This is the one that was on the other leg over here, replacing it. This is what an early one looks like. Now technically I don't think it matters because they're the same length. So technically either one will fit on here because it's a flat spring. They just sit flat on it. Boom. It doesn't matter.
So you want that one there? Because I think this, we're not gonna run any spacers in this.
No, there's no
I think it says.
spacers. So, you can use either one or two on this side, doesn't matter. This one gives you more surface area, so
Probably what you should run.
it doesn't matter. It's on the outside, on the inside.
Okay, right. Put negative spring on extender post and slide both into fork leg. Install cartridge assembly into right fork leg only.
Do what? The cartridge
So this
assembly?
is
On the right side only.
I think it's sand to try. I don't know why you just drop that in by itself, but this is the right leg, right?
I would not do that. No. Where's your piece at? This piece. What I do is I take these, I hit them with a hammer, and make them so they stay on there tight. You know how to deal with it. So all you do is take this ball peen hammer, squeeze that slightly on the edge so it fits tight. And then when you push it on, it'll be tight and it won't fall off. That's how I do them. So you can either do that or do something else. Either way, it's got to stay on there. Otherwise, I'd use gravity and I'd put this thing in the air and let this come down. Let gravity help you. Goes like that. Do you know what's missing? Do you know what's missing yet?
What are we missing?
This thing that goes in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now it's two different fork tubes. This one here has the dampener in there. This one has no dampener in it. So what do they say on which tube to use? Does this thing fit inside of this like it's supposed to or not?
I'm guessing from this is probably going to be this, because
I'm assuming it's going to stay all the same parts that stand together. So let's see if this fits in here. So take all that stuff off. Okay.
Well, that's what I missed.
Okay, this goes into here like this. See if that fits all in there like it should. It should fit in there.
And it does.
Yeah, what a shocker. Okay, so that just screws together. And the fun part's gonna be putting oil in it.
But the spring has to go on the other side, right? Because it's the top out, right?
Nope, it goes on this side. No room for it in there. Doesn't go there. It goes on the inside. Just like stock. Same as stock. Goes in like that. And you put the ball in there, or goes all the way through the hole.
No,
I would take the
it doesn't fit.
aluminum piece off of there. I would put this piece in here. Just goes on the outside.
Spring on extender. Yeah, on extender post, that's right.
Just like together like this. Put it through the other end just like this. Your aluminum piece goes on that.
So now this can fall in here like this.
Assuming you hit it. Should put oil on the thing so it's lubed too, but it's a lot easier if you put that on there and it stays on. But
You can't put it on there because it doesn't fit through here. You could put it on now, I guess you're saying.
yes, I like to beat it on so it doesn't fall off. So I do. Otherwise I work on it upside down so you don't lose it. Make sure it goes centered. It's up to you. Take more than that.
It's probably just enough drag.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't fall off, that's all that matters. Yeah, that way it doesn't fall off. Nice that is.
Hopefully you're centered where you're supposed to be. Okay.
Well, that's what they make a screw for. Here's your screw. Your washer.
Alright, they want Loctite here.
Should put sealer on it too. They want you to Loctite that thing?
Maybe so.
I would never do that. You'll never get it apart again.
Apply Loctite 565 sealant to lower screw. That's what I don't know what that 565 is.
You know why you never get that back out again if you put Loctite on it?
Yeah, it doesn't even want to come out as it is.
No, because this rotates.
So it's a sealant. So what, we just want to put some
3-bond.
piped up?
3-bond. Yeah, if you Loctite this in there, all this is just, it'll spin like this and it'll never unscrew. All you got to hold is the spring tension you have on it. So you never put Loctite on those. Unless you want to have a big problem. I've seen that before. Big problem. If Harley wanted Loctite on it, they would Loctite the original one. Then we drill them out, it'd be really hard to get them out. Alright, we'll be back.